It's match day 37 in the Premier League, and that means we have just two more game weeks. After this weekend, we'll have the final game week where all games, will be played at the same time in, what is the usual Premier League culture. But before going into the future, let's focus on the games coming on this weekend. And first off, Victor, Aston Villa take on Tottenham in what is expected to be by many a one-sided affair. I remember saying in our prediction video that anything goes past Tottenham these days. But do you think there's an upset on the cards, or do you think the game will go on as everybody expects it to go, which is a win for Villa?
I would say probably no upset to be expected here. I think even if Spurs find the net, which I expect them to do, um, I think Villa have much more to play for, and they don't have the added distraction of a European final coming up. So, yeah, Villa win.
Yeah, fair enough. And Max, over to you. It's poetic that you should be the one answering this question. And if you had asked many people at the start of the season, people would have pointed to this Chelsea v United game as something that could either affect, the title race or play a big part in how, the season will end. But now this fixture is basically a dead rubber for United at least. It only means something for Chelsea. But do you think United can cause an upset here?
It can always happen, but I don't believe in this game because, first of all, they're playing on road. They're kind of weak on road this season. Also, Chelsea need this win a lot, while Man United are playing like changing squad, and they have like in 4 or 5 days Europa League final. So I don't believe they're gonna deep down in this game.
But wouldn't you love to see the Chelsea fans melt down to lose to this United
I,
side?
I mean, I really would never support United to win. But if there is one occasion where I would happily see them win, this is one of those days where I wouldn't mind United
Them and
taking a win.
Spurs, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind them taking that win, to be honest. But yeah, moving on, Victor. Now we already know that Southampton would not join. At least they should be happy that they would not join Derby as the worst ever Premier League side in history, since they already have more than Derby's points tally. But now that that is out of the way, do you think they have a chance of, maybe claiming a point or even more against Everton?
I mean, if that happens and I'm in David Moyes' shoes, bottles are flying in the locker room, I'll tell you that. No, I don't think they have anything like any chance against Everton, to be honest. Not that Everton are that great, it's Southampton are that terrible.
Yeah, fair enough. And moving on, Max. Nottingham Forest are still hoping for, for a late top five miracle if they can win their remaining two games and maybe other results go in their way. That's why I call it a miracle, so to say. But speaking about what is in their own hands, do they have a chance to beat West Ham?
Of course they do. I'd say like that. So this is the game to win for Nottingham Forest. If they lose this game, they're out of race 100%. So if you wanna try to climb top five somehow, you must win West Ham even on road. Especially because West Ham are not this type of team that you wanna be facing instead of losing top five. So I'd say, yeah, I feel like this game will be pretty close, but Nottingham Forest have to win this.
Yeah, fair enough. And just on a final note, Victor, this game is no longer going to hinge on anything about European sports, but what kind of fixture can we expect from Brentford v Fulham?
Hopefully a spectacular one, but they might both be too afraid to lose. There's still, I think, the slim chance that eighth place takes you into Europe. So um, there's still plenty to play for both of them. So they might play a little bit more conservatively, both sides. However, I do expect Brentford's attacking instinct, so to speak, to take over regardless. And I hope it will end with 3 or 4 goals just for the hell of it. But I think it ends in a Brentford win.
Okay, Brentford win from Victor. We're just going to have to wait and see how that will play out. One thing is for certain is that the games in match day 37 are quite tricky on paper, and we expect a lot of surprising results, on the pitch this weekend. Just like I pointed out last week, this stage of the season, we always see very, very freakish results, and I'm sure this weekend will give us one of those once again. And as usual, we'll be here to discuss all the best bits and all the best talking points post match.